Yeah, in the last class I discussed that the series connection of batteries, parallel connection of the batteries.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
and also I discussed that power, electric power, and also I discussed that unit for the current electricity bill. So these points discussed today. How to calculate the electricity bill, and also the series connection, parallel connection of the bulbs also will do today. Understand?
Yes,
The
sir.
series connection of the bulb, parallel connection of the bulb, and how to calculate the electricity bill today will discuss. Understand? Now let's talk about series connection of the bulb and parallel connection of the bulb first. Series connection of the bulb. Series connection of bulb. Series connection of bulb. So what is the series connection of the bulb? Generally, we will show the bulb as a symbol. This is the way. Here this is one terminal of the bulb, this is other terminal of the bulb, and this is one more bulb. This is one terminal, and this is other terminal. This is one more bulb. This is one more bulb. Now this is other terminal of the bulb. So what is mean by series connection? The series connection means second terminal of the bulb is connected to first terminal of the second bulb. Second terminal of the second bulb is connected to third bulb first terminal. Such a way, if you connect all the bulbs here B1, B2, B3 are the bulbs. And such a way you could connect all the bulbs in this connection. So the type of connection is known as what connection? Series connection. But what is the disadvantage of this connection? What is the disadvantage of this connection? The disadvantage of this connection is if you connect this total thing into power supply, here power supply is a battery. What happened? No current starts flowing this way. Current starts flowing. This is how the current is flowing. The current starts flowing. This is the way. But the thing is, if any bulb is get fused or any connection got damaged, what will be happen? Other bulbs also will not work. Okay, other bulbs also will not work. Or else any bulb is damaged. For suppose this first bulb is damaged. When first bulb is damaged, the other bulbs will not work. So this is the disadvantage of this connection. Understand?
Yes.
And the similar way, next what connection? Parallel connection. If I see, now I'll go for the next slide. Parallel connection. Parallel connection of the bulbs. Parallel connection of bulbs. Parallel connection of the bulbs. Now here, what is the parallel connection of the bulbs? Let me take here three bulbs. This is a bulb 1. This is a bulb 2. This is a bulb 3. This is the way we have three bulbs. The first all terminals at one point, next all terminals at other point. If you connect, the type of bulb, the type of connection is known as what? What connection? Parallel connection. The type of connection is what? Parallel connection. Here, what is the advantage of this connection? See, if you connect this connection to this any power supply, if you connect this connection or connect this combination to the power supply, now the current starts flowing here. This is the way current starts flowing. When it is reaching to this position, it is divided into how many ways? As I1, I2, I3. This is why current is divided. When current is divided, so if any bulb is got damaged or any connection is went wrong, other bulbs will work as it is. They do not interrupt the other working of the bulbs. Okay, here the thing is any bulb is got damaged or bulb is connection went wrong, so other bulbs as usually they will work. So which means that So among the two connections, now by seeing this all the data, by seeing this all the explanation, tell me among the two connection, which connection is good for the household supply of electricity? Either series connection or parallel connection. Which connection of the bulbs is useful in household supply? Series connection or parallel connection? In series connection, what happened? If any bulb is got damaged, other bulbs will not work. But whereas in the parallel connection, any bulb went wrong or any connection went wrong, other bulbs will work as well. So which means among the two, which connection is good for household supply? Surely the parallel connection of the bulbs is very useful for household supply, because any bulb is went wrong, any connection is went wrong, it will not affect the other connections. So this parallel connection is very useful for household supply. We will not use series connection, because if anything went wrong, the whole system, whole circuit will become open circuit, so other appliances will not work. This is don't want for household supply. Only parallel connection will use in household supply. Understand? So this is all about parallel connection and series connection of what bulbs. Next, how to calculate the electricity bill and what is the units for the electricity bill? All the things let us discuss now in a different what slide I'll show. Now already I explained that power, electric power. So tell me electric power. In the last class I explained that electric the last class I explained this electric power. Tell me the electric power. So formula for electric power is P is equal to electrical energy per unit time. Electrical energy consumption per unit time will given as a electrical power. So generally this power is equal to, I can write as E by T. From this formula, look at here, I can write electrical energy is equal to power into time. This formula is useful for you. And here, this is electrical energy. Generally, energy in term, what is the units for energy here? Joule. What is the time? Second. Joule per second is a unit for what? Power. Joule per second is a unit for power. So this joule per second also known as watt. Joule per second also known as what? Since the electrical energy units, SI units are watt. The electrical energy SI units are what? Watt. And next here, by using this formula, even we can give another units for the energy. Generally, SI units for energy is joule. But by using this formula, we can give other units for the energy. That is, electrical energy we can write as power into time. You know, power units are watt and time units are second. So the watt second also is a unit for the energy. And next here, if I change this units in another way, this watts I can represent with kilowatt, and this time I will represent with hours. This is known as what? Kilowatt hour. This kilowatt hour is a unit for electricity bill. So here 1 unit we can consider as 1 kilowatt hour energy consumption. 1 unit we can consider as 1 kilowatt hour, 1 kilowatt hour electricity consumption. This is how we can give the units. And next, how can you calculate the electricity bill? Yeah, I can explain in another term. So just now we have seen that the energy formula is what? energy formula is equal to power into time, which means that if you know the power consumed by consumption of appliance and how much time you have used, that two things will give the how much energy consumed. So by using one small data, I'll calculate the electricity bill. For example, in a house, in a house we have two bulbs. We have two bulbs in a house. We have two bulbs. The each bulb power is each bulb power is 60 watt. Each bulb power is 60 watt, and they are used for 8 hours, for example. Each day they use two bulbs. Each bulb has 60 watt used for 8 hours. Then how much is the energy consumed by these bulbs in a single day? So for that energy consumed formula is E is equal to power into time. But here, to measure in a kilowatt hour, to represent this thing in a kilowatt hour, this power must be in kilowatt and this time must be in hours. So here time is equal to 8 hours, it is in hours only. But see here, kilowatt, this power is not in kilowatt, so you must convert this 60 watt into kilowatt. To convert this 60 into kilowatt, you multiply with 10 power minus 3 kilowatt. Okay, so you multiply with 10 power minus 3 so that it becomes kilowatt. Now here you have power and you have a time. Substitute these two things in a equation, then electricity consumption is equal to power into time. So 6 8s are, how much is the 6 8s are? What is the value of 6 8? What is the value of tell me? 6 into 60 into 8. 6 into 8 is 480. So 60 into 8, 480 into 10 power minus 3. So which is equal to 0.4 kilowatt hour. So 0.4 kilowatt hour. So energy value is how much? Energy value is how many units? Energy value units are 0.4 kilowatt hour. But 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 1 unit, which means that energy is equal to 0.4 units. 0.4 units. In each day, how much is the energy consumed by this bulbs? 0.4 units. Now, for example, if for the 30 days, this is for 30 days, how much is the energy consumed for 30 days? For 30 days, energy consumption is 0.4 into 30. So which is equal to 4 into 3, that is equal to 12 units. So here how many units will be? It will consume? It will be consume how many units? 12 units. Understand? 12 units energy it will consume. For example, each unit cost is 3 rupees. Each unit cost is 3 rupees. Then total, how much is the cost for 30 days? So here, cost for 30 days, that is nothing but 1 for 1 month. That is equal to 3 into 12. 3 into 12. So totally, how much? 36 rupees. So 36 rupees is your electricity bill for 2 bulbs. So this is how you can calculate the electricity bill. Understand? So take it. I'll give one more example. Next, I'll give one more example. Is it completed?
Yes. Yes, sir. 1 minute, sir. I'm writing the answers. Done, sir.
Next, I'll give one more. I'll take some other more appliances. Tell me appliances names. Appliances name.
TV, sir.
One TV. TV power. Let me take TV power is approximately 200 watt. TV power is 200 watt. Only one TV for one house. Next, another appliances. No fans, no ACs. Tell me.
Sir, fan, sir.
How many? Two fans. Each fan wattage is 120. You can take. Next, other appliance.
Sir, 4 lights.
Four lights, bulbs.
Yes, sir.
Four bulbs. Each 100 watt you can take. Easily calculate. Next,
Sir, 1 8 is.
air condition. Air condition is how many watts? It would be greater watt. That is 1500 watt. Next,
Sir, fridge.
yeah, fifth one is fridge. Fridge, that is also 1500 watt. So this is the way we have. Now tell me how many hours you will use this TV? How many hours?
Maximum 4 to 5 hours.
5 hours you are using each day. Fan, how many hours?
Sir, 10 hours.
10 hours each day. And 4 bulbs are using
Sir, 10 hours, sir, each.
10 hours. And AC are using how many hours?
Sir, 1 to 2 hours.
2 hours. And fridge are using
Sir, 3 to 4 hours.
3 to 4 hours or 4 hours I am taking. Now here TV. Then calculate first of all formula for energy consumption. The energy is equal to power into time. Energy is equal to what? Power into time. But the power must be in kilowatt.
Okay, sir.
Kilowatt, and time must be in hours. So first of all calculate energy consumed by the TV. So energy consumed by the TV is equal to tell me power into time. Power value is 200, but that must be in how many kilowatt. So just multiply with 10 power minus 3. If you multiply with 10 power minus 3, it is converted into kilo. And time must be in hours, that is 5 hours. So finally, how much is the energy consumed by the TV for one day? This 2 will get cancelled, this 5 into 2, 10, and that is also cancelled. Totally how many units of energy? 1 kilowatt hour, that is 1 unit. Understand? Similar way, fan. Here how many fans are there? 2 fans. When 2 fans, each fan wattage is 120, which means that 2 fans would be 240. So energy consumed by the fan is equal to 240. It is in watt, converted into kilowatt, multiply with 10 power minus 3. This is used for 10 hours, multiply with 10. So then this is equal to this 0. So finally 2.4 kilowatt hour. So how many kilowatt hour energy consumed? 2.4 kilowatt hour. Next same way, bulbs. How many bulbs we have? 4 bulbs we have. But each bulb wattage is 100. Total wattage become 400. So energy consumed by the bulbs is equal to 400 into, actually that is in watt, converted into kilo, multiply with 10 power minus 3 into how many hours? 10 hours. So finally this 0, and this 0 gets cancelled. The remaining thing is 4 kilowatt hour. How many watt hour? 4 kilowatt hour. Similar way, energy consumed by the AC, which is equal to 1500 watt. So this 1500 watt you can convert into kilo, that is 10 power 3. Only one AC is there. So 1500 into 10 power 3 into how many hours? 2 hours. So here this gets cancelled. This is 1.5 into 2, it is 3 kilowatt hour. Totally how many kilowatt hour? 3 kilowatt hour energy is consumed. Now next, energy consumed by the fridge. Energy consumed by the fridge is equal to, it is also 1500 converted into kilo, that is 10 power minus 3 into 4 hours. See here, this zeros gets cancelled. 15 point, so 4 is 6 kilowatt hour. So this is the total energy consumed by one day, all the appliances. But total energy consumption units how much? This is 6, this is 4, 10, and this is 3, 13, this is 14, and this is 2.5. 14 plus 2.4, it is 16.4. So totally energy consumption is 16.4 kilowatt hour per day. But each per day, let us take for 30 days. If it is for 30 days, for 30 days, energy consumption is, tell me, 16.4 into 30. So which is equal to 64 into 3. How much? For 30 days. Calculate it for 30 days. So that is 16.4 into 3, that is 492. Here energy consumption is 492 units because kilowatt is a unit. So for suppose each unit cost is 3 rupees, total cost of the electricity bill, total cost is equal to 492 into 3 because each unit cost is 3 rupees. So 492 into 3. So 492 into 3, that is 1476 rupees cost is for the electricity bill if these are the appliances. If it is for 3 rupees, generally the unit cost will vary for place to place. In villages, unit cost would be less. For economic purpose, unit cost is different, and household supply unit cost is different. In urban area, in rural area, the unit cost would be different. And even if it is depends upon the if you use 100 units, it will charge something. If it is more than 100, it will give something charge. That way, unit cost vary for place to place and unit to unit. So this is the things here. Understand? So this is a way you can calculate the electricity bill for the household supply. Understand? Is there any questions? I hope you don't have any questions. So with that, we completed our syllabus. Understand?
Okay, sir.
Totally we completed our syllabus. So is there any questions in this calculating the electricity bill? I hope you don't have any questions. And next you have exam on 5th March. So for the 5th March you will get syllabus is total concepts. From the total concepts you will get the questions. So revise all the concepts. So in the next class I revise the backward lessons. Okay, na? For today,
Yes, sir.
we'll stop the session, and tomorrow in the next class I'll give the questions based on this. Okay, for today we'll stop the session. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Bye.